Throat Scope founder Jennifer Holland, what exactly is Throat Scope?
So I took my baby to the doctors and, the doctor got out his wooden tongue depressor, asked me to restrain my child whilst he pried open his mouth with the wooden tongue depressor. Looked around the doctor's surgery, asked myself what is going on, all these great technology that they have around the doctor's GP's clinic. And I thought it must be something out there. Went and started looking at patents, looked at different designs, realised that there was a gap in the market and that there was nothing out there. And so I took a wooden tongue depressor, got out a bit of plastic and an LED torch, put them together, realised that the light would actually shine through the plastic, and voila.
And what's the technology that's inside Throat Scope beyond just the LED? Is there more?
I'd started working out how circuitry board worked, and I had no design experience whatsoever. So I went back to the basics and put together a circuitry board, it's very simple. It just shines through the plastic to create the light inside the mouth.
And it obviously gives instant results to the doctor that's much more effective than a wooden paddle board as well.
Yeah, so the idea is that it creates a one-handed device. So a doctor can now hold the child or patient in place while they're examining inside the mouth. And the other idea is that we took it one step further. So I designed it so that the light was actually inside the mouth. So most children, they'll give you one, second glimpse inside their mouth. So now they have the light in there. It's not a matter of, we're going to have to do this again.
So there was nothing that existed prior to this. Did that amaze you?
It did.
Yeah.
It did. There was 8 patents in existence, and prior art was all based on a fibre optic cable running through the blade, which was too expensive to compete with the wooden tongue depressor. So my idea all along was actually to build a product that could compete with the wooden tongue depressor price-wise, because that was one of the biggest hurdles, I think, for other companies that tried to do it beforehand. Now with LEDs and all different plastics that we have, we can... I've been able to build a product that can actually go in there and compete with a wooden tongue depressor.
Okay, so it's relatively cheap in comparison. Probably not as cheap as a piece of wood.
Not as cheap,
no.
But we provide a better solution. So, so we've designed it and given it its best shot.
Although there was a gap in the market, was it absolutely necessary? What kind of research did you discover or just find out in order to know that this had to be used?
Mm-hmm. So back in 2011 we won the Queensland Government Award for What's the Big Idea Queensland, and that gave me a lot of exposure. Got $50,000 from Queensland Government, and I used that money to do a lot of research. I have lived Queensland, WA, New South Wales, Indonesia, and in that time and in my travels I've actually spoken to doctors everywhere, ENT specialists. I have 4 children. So
research.
Yeah, basically, it's just kind of all fitted into place, and I've been in hospitals. My last child's anaphylactic to peanuts and eggs. I've been in and out of hospitals with her since she was 8 months old. That's really given me a lot of drive to get my product on the market, watching how they go through trying to hold her down in the hospital.
Can you talk about the product in the market then? What stage is that at?
Yeah, so we're having our first shipment land next month, so we're very excited, and we've sold 200,000 so far, so that's our... Yeah,
so everybody say,
We've landed a distribution agreement with the largest medical distributor in Australia and New Zealand. We have a specialist oncologist in the US working for the largest US-based children's hospital who's going to do a quality improvement report. If all goes well, we'll be able to start distributing to all the hospitals in the US off the back of that report. We were on Shark Tank Australia episode 2 this year, and we were very lucky to get an investment from Steve Baxter. So we have his support, and moving forward with him, he's going to be promoting the product a lot for us.
I mean, you've gone through obviously many iterations when it came to the prototyping of the product itself, but what about your way of going through the process of manufacturing, but also marketing this product to get it out there? What sort of changes and prototyping of your own business model have you gone through?
It's difficult trying to get a product out there. It is really difficult. Shark Tank Australia has been fabulous to kickstart it. Also, we gained off the back of that. We've had interest from the US, the UK, Canada, South Africa, just everywhere basically. So it's really opened a lot of doors for us. Set up a lot of distribution all over the world.
Is it a one-use item?
So the blade, which is the plastic part at the end, is disposable. So it's a one-use, throw it in the bin, but you get to reuse your handle.
What is the difference in price precisely between the stick, the paddle pop, and yours?
So the wooden tongue depressor retails for about 2 to 4 cents, and our product, which is just putting the handle aside, the actual blade will retail for 30 cents. So we've had a lot of interest around that price, and doctors are very happy to pay that extra bit of money for a product that's going to provide them with a one-handed device and then like a light source inside the mouth. So.